Okay, so I'm going to veer off of course here and just kind of go over this like massive phenomena that's all over BitChute, and it's totally not fake and astroturfed. Okay, so here we go. So of course we're talking about politics. You know, I'm telling you, the so-called non-voter and the so-called apolitical, the so-called non-political is the most loudly outspoken on politics than anyone else on BitChute by fucking far, which makes absolutely no sense. It is a complete contradiction in the very meaning and definition of the word contradiction. So here we go. And it's nothing against this guy, whatever. I don't know who this is. I don't know anything about. Oh, well, actually, this is so this is the original comment, is that Elon Musk is a transhumanist and promoter of carbon taxes. Also has promoted universal basic income, not an opponent of the central banking mobsters, pure promoter of the agenda. And so he's basically. So let's just go further. So then the first reply is, so sorry your unqualified hoe didn't win, but you'll get over it soon enough. And then it goes on, complete shot in the dark. I'm not a Democrat. I didn't vote. Musk is also a bioweapon shot promoter, Baphomet costume and all. And the next comment says, if you don't vote, then you don't have a dog in the game, and that makes you an NPC. And he says, I didn't vote because it's all a show. All right, so it's all a show. I didn't lock her up. And that's what the initial comment at the top is the whole point of it is that. That's what the whole point of this whole thread is. And this is like the most common interactions you will see in the comment sections on BitChute. By far, the most common, okay? And so he's saying that it's all a show. That's why he didn't vote. And then it goes on, you know, like lock her up. Trump is on video praising the Clintons. The above link has videos of Trump praising the kill, blah, blah, blah. Not something, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And so I agreed with this guy above. I said, yep, if you don't vote, then shut the fuck up. You chose to have no opinion. Funny how the non-voter has the loudest opinion on politics. It's totally true. Like, but see, that's only on platforms. In the real world, I have friends that don't vote. And in the real world, they don't really have much to contribute in the topic of politics, especially when it comes to voting. They just don't really, you have to like ask them. You have to almost pry it out of them to get their, you know, all the people that I know that don't vote, they're not like blasting their fucking non-political opinions all over the place. A non-political opinion is opinion in the very essence of it, you know, itself. But anyways, so then Philip goes on and tells me, President Trump lies to Candace Owens. I don't vote for people who are full of shit, blah, blah, blah. And I said, and so I debate these guys. So I said, look, I get the non-voter thing. Most people I know that choose to not vote for good reason rarely, if ever, weigh in on politics and voting, which is wise. That this horde of so-called non-voters flooded into BitChute in the last 5 months, preaching louder than any other BitChuter about their political opinions, is highly suspect, to say the least. And frankly, I'm sick of hearing the same old broken record bullshit. The money system is fake too, so quit your job already. Walk your talk. If you ain't gonna walk your talk, then you're delusional and your word means fuck all. The money system is fake, yet you participate in it all day, yet come preaching how fake the voting system is and how righteous you are for not voting. I feel like I'm trying to reason with a bot here. You know, because it's just that ridiculous. And then he goes on to say, oh, I've been doing this for many years, and since the 80s, he like starts talking about how he's been, you know, doing all this and asking me if I've done, what have I done and all this shit. And I'm not going to go into like listing all the to compete with who's doing what. So I just responded. I've been doing it long enough to know that no one listens. As long as you've been around, it's a wonder you haven't figured that out by now. And then he starts to explain, yeah, how in a way I'm right, but then on the other hand, blah, 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 and it's like, whatever. And then he keeps going on, trolling this other guy who's a voter, trying to convince him that, he's stupid for voting, blah, blah, blah. And so my final reply is this: looky here. You are the guys smashing the downvote buttons on my comments in a debate about the fake voting system. Look, that's exactly what they're doing. You look at my comments, I'm fucking getting 2 downvotes, and I know it's them. I know who it is. So they are downvoting my comments while in a debate about how the voting system is fake and rigged. Like, that is so. I mean, that's just stupid. If you believe the voting system is fake and rigged, then don't vote on the comments. Why are you voting? How is that any different? You think that the BitChute voting system is not fake and rigged? Like, you got to be stupid to not understand that the voting system on BitChute is rigged. It's totally fake. So I say, you're the ones that are smashing downvote buttons on my comments in a debate about the fake voting system. You can't even admit to yourself or anyone else how hypocritical that is. You don't even practice what you preach, and it shows in your smashing the downvote on my comments. It's pure deceit. Secondly, you always ignore when I bring up the fake money system you are all participating in. More of the same hypocrisy. You don't walk your talk. You all blindly participate in the fake money system without question, while hypocritically lecturing everyone on BitChute on the cardinal sin of voting, all the while smashing the downvote button on any comment challenging your hypocritical narrative. You preach one thing with religious fervor, yet your actions are always grievously contradictory to your preachy sermons. And you wonder why no one pays any attention to your finger-wagging lecturing on voting. I just handed you your ass on a platter. The debate is over, and all you have left to contribute is copium to defend yourself. Now smash that downvote button. I mean, dude, I deal with these guys all day, and it's always the same thing. The person that's preaching and finger-wagging about voting and how voting is fake and anybody that votes is a sinner for voting, all their finger-wagging preaching, they're always the ones that are just downvoting anybody who challenges there. And then every time I bring up the fake money system, they always ignore it. Whenever I say, dude, you are participating in a fake money system, and so you're a hypocrite. They'll just pretend like they didn't understand and they didn't hear what I said, always. So if it was a real debate where there was a moderator and an audience to observe all this, the moderator and the audience would have to agree that I won the debate, and the guy would walk off stage a loser. And then he would go tell everybody how he really won and he was right all along. And the moderator and judges in the debate, it was all rigged, right? It was all rigged. The debate was rigged and stuff. Like, they can't just admit, first of all, they participate in a fake money system all day, every day, decade on decade after decade, nonstop. And then they try to finger wag at people every 4 years because it's supposedly some kind of cardinal sin to vote. Why? Because the voting system is fake and rigged. And then when you engage in a debate with them about it, they're constantly using the upvote downvote thing in the thread. And then when you bring up the fake money system, they got nothing to say. They just change the subject. They just immediately change the subject. They don't even acknowledge that, like, well, yeah, you're right. They don't acknowledge it at all. They just don't even acknowledge it at all. And so, again, I know I'm right. I don't care what you think in your mind about that I'm still wrong. If you think that I'm wrong, you're full of shit, dude. Everybody's fucking playing this fake rigged money system game all day, every day. And for those same people to come in here and try to lecture people about voting, that is the biggest fucking joke. And dude, this is all over on BitChute. 80% of all the comments are 2 wings of the same bird. If you vote, you're stupid. It's 2 wings of the same bird. It's fake. It's all fake and rigged. Meanwhile, those same people are participating in the upvote, downvote system on every platform, and they're participating all day, every day in a fake money system. And they don't want to talk about the fake money system, though. When you bring it up, they don't want to talk about the fake money system at all. So somebody explain to me what is going on here?